NASA will hold a live, I think it's 4-hour conference, like a gathering of like 16 experts today, around 10:30, and they will be like, sharing ideas and thoughts before the official UFO UAP release this summer by the Pentagon. I think that's who it is. And I think I read that it's not going to be visual. It will be, you'll be able to hear it as it's live, and it'll be being aired. But I don't think they're ever going to admit, I really don't think anyone really is going to admit that there is some type of species out here, really. I think they did say there's no evidence of extraterrestrial UFOs. But if they said that, they didn't say anything about interplanetary. So if you're going to spend 4 hours watching it, you probably won't be knowing any much more than what you know now. Really think about it. Yeah, they're not going to come out and say much of anything. And people were kind of leery about involving NASA in the investigations of these UFOs, UAPs, because they thought, well, maybe it would be kind of like that. So the summer. So why they got to wait till the summer? They've had since the 40s, but they didn't want to bring out the information, you all. They didn't. And I think it will be drug out as long as it can until one day, boom, yeah, there's been an invasion. There's been a silent takeover by beings that are not fully human, really. And the story, they live and they walk among us. They're a type of a being too, and I'm sure they don't have humanity's best interest in heart. It really is kind of interesting how you can have beings that are not human who are walking around humans, pretending to be human, and nobody notices them, except some more people are starting to notice them, you all. So today NASA's going to have their announcement. That's my title. That's my subject about the UFOs, the UAPs, and they're just going to gather their thoughts together with around 16 different experts, I think, from various disciplines in that type of a field. I'm not going to watch it. I'm not. I'm going to tell you right now, I will not watch it. I won't even watch segments of it. Hello. Yeah, because I doubt if there's going to be anything new that is shared. Look at Rosie, honey. She wants to look. Rosie, honey, but you were sleeping. You were sleeping, and you heard me come out here. See, I guess I kind of be nice to Rosie and let Rosie come outside with me, because she hasn't really been out this morning. Hello there from Bloomington. Come on, Rosie, honey. You can be a little baby and go outside. Come on. I can do that for you, Rosie, honey. Come here. You're a baby. Yes, you're a little baby. Let me get it done for you, Rosie, honey. Come on. You can do it. And I'm not going to let you run wild, Rosie. I'm not, because you don't need to. You just need hold still, Rosie, honey. I'm not done. You just need a relaxing, Rosie, honey. Come here, baby. Rosie's a baby. Someone said, Gina, Rosie is not a baby. Yeah, but she's my baby. Just like my children are my babies. Even though they're grown adults, they're my babies. And just like I'm my mother's baby because I'm her daughter, so I'm still a baby. All of my brothers and sisters are babies. Come on, Rosie. Rosie, is that your... Do you think this is Rosie's toenail right here? I hope it's not her toenail. What is that? Oh, that was a... Gina, honey, that's just a little moth. That's all it is. You want just a... I'm trying to get my little Rosie, honey. She wants to go outside. But, okay, come on, Rosie. She's trying to get right here. She's thinking, would you please let me get down? I want to get down, and I want to go outside. Okay, Rosie, you can go. Okay, I give you enough room to jump. Okay, you can do it. Yeah, she's a little girl. She's a little bitty girl. I'm a little bitty girl, too. We two girls going outside. We are trying to go outside. Two girls are going outside this morning. Come on, Rosie, honey. You can do it. So, Gina, honey, what's the subject matter? I thought this is about NASA. Oh, it is about NASA. It is. They're having a meeting today. They're going to discuss, you know, share ideas and things about what's going on. Rosie, honey, what you doing? I got my tennis shoes sitting out here drying because I went and I took that tent down. I got my socks drying. So Rosie's thinking, why are your shoes out here? Look at her. Why are your shoes and socks out here, Rosie? Because I want them out here, Rosie, honey. They got to dry in the sunlight. Yeah. Namaste, everyone. Yes, once a mom, always a mom. That's exactly right. So you may listen to it, and you may hear something, but I don't know if you really would hear anything. See, I took my little tent down over there. I got it draped on my one trailer over there to dry out. I saw like some centipedes and some gray spotted daddy long legs. Let me tell you about daddy long legs. Well, let's talk about extraterrestrial. Let's talk about species that are non-human, like insect species, like arachnid species. When I was a little girl, this is not nice of my brothers and sisters. I didn't even know it. I didn't know they did it to me. But I was little, and we lived by the graveyard in Utica. I was around 3 years old. It was around that time when I have a memory of going to Head Start, and school was out, and I wanted to take a shortcut through the woods to beat my brothers and sisters home. And then, so I went through the woods, and I fell on a piece of glass, and I cut my hand right there in the center. See it? And it was bleeding. So I went home. And of course, my brothers and sisters were there before me, and my mom bandaged up my hand. You know what she told me not too long ago? That never did happen. That never did happen. I'm thinking, well, where did I get this scar? That's my memory. You think I was implanted with a memory in my head? I could have been. You know, who knows now? They say you have implanted memories, and they do have technology. We're talking about NASA, Gina. They're talking about the UFOs, the aliens, the interdimensional beings, the interplanetary spacecraft. Rosie, honey, I don't think you want to go in. Hello. And they're having their forum today with a panel of experts, I think from 16 different like disciplines maybe or something like that, just sharing their ideas and things before the final release of the Pentagon's study. This is separate from the Pentagon. So it's two different things, which I guess they're going to have really kind of different, I don't know, well, how big of a different point of view can you get? Really, I think they all work hand in hand. Rosie, honey, you know that I'm not going down there in that mulch. She knows I'm not. She thinks I am, but I'm not. She can only go... Oh, so I'm talking about the arachnids, the spiders, the daddy long legs with the gray. I've never seen a light gray body, daddy long legs. The body part is really light gray, and its legs were light gray with black on black spots. So there was a big one on that tent because it got blown over by the wind, and I picked it up by its legs. Then I saw some baby ones, but when I was little, around 3, I've had a really bad fear of daddy long legs. They've terrified me my whole life. And I never knew why until a few years ago, probably around, I don't know, 7 or 8 years ago. My mom told me when I was a little girl, around 3, my brothers and sisters threw daddy long legs on me and terrified me. That's what happened. They threw the daddy long legs on me and they terrified me. They also put me on some sticks too, she told me. They put me on some sticks and tied me up and was going to burn me. She caught them. I'm not lying. That was what she told me. They were going to burn me, stuck me on some sticks somewhere in the house or something and was going to burn me. I don't know what on earth we got in their mind to do that. I've not done nothing to nobody, you all. throw the daddy long legs on me, therefore create a phobia for the majority of my life. And then I didn't know about the putting me, a little bitty girl, on that. It's kind of wild, you all. It's really wild. Gina, that sounds so terrible. They probably don't even remember it. My mother remembers it because they got their butt beat. That's right. They got their butt beat. Yeah. I'm glad I do not, I probably do have a memory of it. If she said it happened, I probably have a memory of it, and I have probably just blanked that out of my mind. I don't even know what would led to that. They picked on me for some reason. Susan B. Honey, it's awful. It's awful, but she told me that. And she used to tell me all the time, we found you under a rock. And I believed her for many, many years. We found you under a rock. And I thought, how could you do that? Because I believe everything they told me. I did. I have been known to be pretty gullible. But that right there, she said, yeah, she did. With the sticks and trying to burn me. And they had a fire going. They did. I can laugh. I can laugh. You've got to be able to laugh at life. You do. And just move on. Get over it. Rosie, honey, I know you want to be a little baby. You was left on the doorstep. G.R. Clove. Wow. Cleve. Brothers like that, you didn't need no enemy. No. We got along good for the most part growing up and stuff. Except one time me and my brother got into a fight because I could throw the football better than he could. And I was a tomboy. And I could throw bullets. It's perfect. And he got mad. No, I was spinning a basketball on my finger. I would spin a basketball on my finger when I was like a teenager, young teenager. And he couldn't do it. So he was living in the projects. He could not do it. This is my older brother. He's like a year and a half older than me or so. And we got in a fight. And I got him down on the ground and I was beating him up. And then we both got in trouble. My mother said, when your dad gets home, you sit both of you sit right there. And when my dad got home, he had a talk with us. And he made us hug each other. That was really bad. We had to hug each other. Stupid. All over the fact that I could twirl a basketball on my finger. I still can, but that's so silly. That's so silly. I was better at sports, really. But for the most part, I've had a wonderful childhood. I enjoy every moment of my childhood, you all. I do. All the memories that I have that I can remember, I'm grateful for them. I am. Oh, you have a memory before the age. Oh, no memory before the age of 6. Your mind probably got wiped, you all. Come as you talk about NASA and these extraterrestrials. I think these beings, they do have the technology to do a mind wipe, like the Men in Black. Look at this, and they do the flash. See that? They do that flash, and then boom, you don't even see what you just saw. All this strange activity, these aliens and stuff. They hold that pen up. Rosie, honey, you know you can't do this. They hold the pen. I think it's a pen. Is that what they hold up? And it emits a light, some kind of a flash, some kind of a light. And you don't remember nothing, and you go back, and you just, life is normal. Yeah, a cat on a leash, that's a first for me. Lisa, honey, well, Rosie, honey, she will go into the woods, and we won't be able to get her. My husband let her out on Saturday 3 times throughout the day, and she was being a wild woman in the bushes, which I don't mind, until she started venturing out of the yard. And then he caught her by a tree across the ditch, and she had a raccoon tail, and she was crouching on the ground. She was terrified. Her raccoon tail kitty, it got Rosie, it got really big and puffy because she was in an unknown territory. So she wanted to go in the house, but she's a good girl. See how good she is. Yeah. She's a hunter. She's a baby, a predator. You all, I'm sure you all got like a farmer's tan. You got white feet and tan legs. White feet and tan legs from being outside. Because I don't want to go out barefoot and, step on something like a snake or I don't know what could be out there. It'd be gross. Yeah. So NASA's going to have a meeting today. It's going to be a panel of, I guess, experts or some from different, what did I say? Disciplines, maybe. And they're going to share ideas about, what they think and see and what's identifiable, what isn't, and things like that. Look at her. No. No, Rosie. I see you crouching. You know what she wants? She wants the chipmunk. And she's not going to get it. I'm not going to let her. You're not getting it, Rosie, honey. You're not getting it, Rosie. And it starts at 10:30. It's going to be live. I think it's going to last for 4 hours. And I don't know if you can see them. I think you can only hear them. And it will be live streaming. Well, at least they're having meetings. Okay, we can think positive. They're having meetings about the UFOs, but they haven't seemed to be believe that there are extraterrestrials. They didn't say nothing about interplanetary craft like in some of the reports. Rosie, no, see, you are way too curious. She's way too curious. No, come on. You can get back and I'll use my foot underneath your body, Rosie. Your body's nice and soft fur, Rosie. They really are. Come on. You like to wiggle. You don't have a couple memories that are not detailed, but your mother said it did not happen. Well, what if it did happen? And what if her memory got wiped? Really? No UFOs in the water. That's right. Let me fix my glasses. Look. She watched that chipmunk running all the way across there. Rosie, you are not. It's too late. It's already went under the porch. You missed it. You missed it, Rosie. Too bad. Too bad you're not getting it. You're going to knock that lemon off. It looked like one. Okay, we got 3 lemons on the lemon tree. Yeah, she thought she was going to get it. It was a broken leg. Your family would have known. Oh, my gosh. Really? She wants to go inside, I think. Yeah, come on, you can go inside because you're a baby. Go on. You're a little baby and you have reached your quota of time outside, Rosie, honey. Yes, you have, because you're so happy swinging that tail. I'm trying to get this Rosie. Come on, Rosie, I'm trying to do it. Rosie, honey, you trying to bite my fingers? She don't bite me. And if she does, I don't make any fast movements when she's in that type of a playful mode. I don't. I just like barely hold my hand and I tell her no. And she won't put her sinks in there. Look, teeth in there. Look at the baby. Her's a little baby eating her food. Yes, her is. Her loves that. What? Oh, your family are good people. I'm hungry too, Rosie, so I understand you wanting to eat. I haven't ate yet either. I normally don't like to eat in the morning. I don't like a big meal. I want something light. I would normally eat like a boiled egg, but I don't have a boiled egg. I had to boil eggs and maybe some handful of nuts or maybe some jerky or I don't know you all. But we're talking about NASA and the aliens. They're going to have their this is a historical thing too. It's a historical gathering of experts today. That is one thing. They said historical. So they're putting forth the effort. They know they can't come right out and say we got some reptilians, we got some aliens, we got some shape-shifting individuals walking amongst us. But there's no worry. They're all friendly. They're not going to come out and say that, you all. They're not. You had a cat move on you, and you named him Big Mouth. That's so funny. Hello there, Michelle. Yeah, Big Mouth. Now, I talk a lot myself, but only when I'm on here I can talk. In real life, I really, well, some people would probably beg to differ if they get around me. I'm trying to make up for lost time when I didn't talk. Oh my goodness. You 3 cheese and chili tamales, that really sounds really good. It does. I'd like to eat some of that right now. I basically, well, I'll just eat whatever I got. I'll probably go downstairs and open up like a can of like maybe chicken meat, or open up a, I don't know, one of those packs of tuna and just eat it out of the pack. When it's hot, nobody wants to eat big meals. I eat really light. It's buffering. Well, it shouldn't buffer because NASA's got an announcement. They're having historical meetings that starts at 10:30 today, which is coming around really fast. I think it's supposed to last for 4 hours live streaming. And they're just going to ponder their ideas with one another is what they're going to do. So I hope some good comes out of it. I really do. Because we know that there's some type of activity going on in the skies above. And we got cubes. We got the cubes, you all. There's the cubes in the clouds. There's cubes everywhere. There are. Little black cubes, little white cubes, and sometimes the cubes join together and they form like a rectangle. What if they're monitoring us and gathering data on us? Yes, the wormwood is coming. You know, I actually had that plant. There is a plant called wormwood, and I actually had it planted in the mulch in the front. It's been several years back. It's probably gone now, but that is the name of the plant. It's called wormwood. And the water's on, and a third of the water's turned bitter. Right? A third of the water's turned bitter. Couldn't drink it. I don't know it's on my back. Really don't. Well, or it just stay on my back. You can drink it as a tea, yeah. They will be artificial, yes. Leaving, yeah. Leaving, yeah. Artificial. Yeah, that is the species. And if we're probably going to experience something more like the Terminator like thing, really, because that's where it's gearing. Everything is, oh, I bent that too far. Hopefully it won't mind. Well, Gina, you really did it. Yeah. It's going to be the star fruit right here. See, that's another type of intelligence, and that is like a being, like sentient life form that we can't see, but it inhabits things. Something like that. That chipmunk is just making its round. Yeah. No, it's... Has anyone had any increase of moles on their skin tags and stuff? There are people who are having that, like, increase. And it reminds me of, like, some places in the world where they have, like radioactive fallout and stuff like that causes, like, things to pop up on their skin and stuff. You know, you've seen some of those places where things were tested. Yeah. Let's hope that doesn't start happening and they start getting big clusters and things on people, like fungus and stuff. Keep looking at the sky too. That woodpecker's up there, you all. Cubes and dudes. That's what you feel. Irradiation, but it's probably not your scalp. It hurts. Wow. Skin tags, fake freckles are the fungus. Yeah, that are fungus. The movie The Last of Us. Oh, yes. That's right. And they had their cell phones and an emergency broadcast thing come through. And they turned into something. Yeah. I don't think that's very nice. That movie wasn't. It wasn't, you all. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. NASA's having a historical live thing. Starts at 10:30 today. It's going to be aired, and it's for the public. They're going to just discuss with around 16 experts from various disciplines, the ins and outs, what they want to identify, what they don't, whatever. They want to gather their information together before the Pentagon releases its findings and studies and things like that. And it's supposed to be independent of the Pentagon's. So, yeah. All right. That's right. Who can lay in the sun anymore? It's horrible from the old days. Yeah. Parasites turning people into the undead. Wow. The undead. There's like... Somebody's in there. It's Rosie's face. Rosie's looking at me in here is what she's doing. She moved that curtain and she stuck her face right in there. Rosie, honey, I can help you. I really can. She's a little baby. She would love to be free. Look at her. Rosie, now what you need to do is, I'm going to move your chair for you, Rosie, honey. You can just sit there and you can look. Because you wore yourself out all day yesterday. She did, you all. All day long, Rosie wore herself out. My husband took her down there to the pond, let her run around on the leash. And she was so exhausted. She just fell asleep. And she needs to rest. She normally, when I'm here, she will rest in her little thing right here. She'll lay there and she'll go to sleep. Yeah. Is that what you want to do, Rosie, honey? You want to be a baby? She says, I am a baby. That's right. That's what Rosie told me. She was a little baby. I am going to go, you all. So NASA is having their meeting at 10:30. It's now 10:05. I don't know if they're on the same time stamp as us, but it's today. And hopefully they'll have something new. Hopefully it's not the same old, same old. Yeah. So I'm going to go. And with that being said, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello. From my heart to yours, love you. Have a wonderful rest of your morning, you all. You have a blessed day, too. Love you. Thank you, Susan B., honey.